feel like I can't sit ladylike. Oh, God. The vagina hair is out of control.
That's how we're starting it?
I texted Claire because her new place has a pool and she's like, you can come learn how to swim there. And I was like, this dry ass vagina hair is going to soak up all the water in the pool. She's going to wait till I can wax first.
Why is it dry ass vagina hair?
Like, pubes are always just way more coarse than like imagine it would be great if my vagina hair was like my head hair, like super thin and soft. But I feel like you're like on a mission down there to get in and around and...
I mean, maybe if you conditioned?
I don't know if you want conditioner down there. You got some holes that probably shouldn't have conditioner in there. But wait though, okay, let me ask you this, because this text continued where I was saying about, dying to be waxed, but not happening right now. What if you just took duct tape and like put it down there and ripped it off like wax? Because it's like, if you can't duck it, fuck it.
First you duck it, then you fuck it.
Yes.
I'm going to go right in with a question that I have no answer to, typical of this podcast, but it's something I'm curious about.
Okay.
Because the question is, would you rather have a one-night stand with someone really attractive or someone really skilled in bed? And as someone who unfortunately has not had one-night stands, I am curious.
I was going to say, for someone who's like really attractive.
I was going to say really good in bed, but whichever way you want to look at it. But I mean, the thing is, does the attractiveness of someone turn you on enough to have a good sexual experience? Or someone who's like really good in bed, is that outweigh that other?
Are they like a nickel or like a penny? Like, what are we talking about looks wise? The person who's really good in bed. Like, am I thinking like, oh, just close your eyes? Or like, am I like, okay, this could be like last call at a bar?
Picture Steve Buscemi.
I feel bad.
What? He I think is proudly the funny looking guy. Like in all the movies he's in,
Oh. I mean, I'd still fuck Steve Buscemi.
But he's not Steve Buscemi.
Okay.
I mean, clearly Steve Buscemi's great in bed. So
Because like,
he's great in bed, but he's not your typical kind of guy you go for.
but would he make me laugh? Because I think that could do a lot.
We're taking that out.
Okay. It's
They're
not
just
Steve Buscemi.
They're not a 10.
We're gonna say they're a penny piece.
Where do you put Steve Buscemi on a scale from 1 to 10? What, you think Steve's watching this, listening to this right now?
I don't know. I feel so mean. I don't want to do it.
Okay.
Okay, but
so it's not Steve. It's Steve's brother. It's Steve's brother. He's like a 3. He's like a 3.
All right, we're talking 3.
There's nothing you're gonna show to your friends.
Let's just say last call fuck.
Yeah, but you were drunk enough that. But they're really good in bed.
Okay.
Or you get like some very good looking, you and
who's the one who can dance? Channing Tatum.
Okay, you and Channing Tatum.
Ooh,
but he just
but
lays
you
there.
Just know though.
But he just lays there. But we're just putting a situation together.
But real talk, the way he can dance, he's good in bed.
He just lays there. He used up all his energy dancing earlier. So he just lays there, does nothing, and actually kind of looks bored. Does not even look into it.
God,
but he looks
might
good.
Be a little hot. I'm gonna say I would pick someone who wasn't good in bed and was really attractive, because I think I could play with that for some reason. Like, maybe the fact that they didn't want to fuck me and they were just limp there would be like a turn on because I'd try harder or something.
Kim always wants a challenge.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I'm like, okay, you're not into this. I'm gonna make sure you're into this by the end.
But okay, you either have that or you have someone who's like going all out, taking care of your needs, taking care of business, and just doing a great job.
I mean, I do have a great imagination, so I could close my eyes.
Yeah. Like when you with me and it's Channing Tatum after we just finished Magic Mike 2.
It's crazy. We did have sex after that. And the
Yeah.
first Magic Mike.
I'm sure a lot of women did.
I don't know. I think I would try to think how to say this. I'm really good at knowing what I have to do to get off. No, I'm not saying that you're not good because you get me off all the time, but I know where to go.
Yeah.
And I can work with very little if I had to.
This sounds questionable for me.
But you are so attractive.
Okay, so we really got to the bottom. Well,
No, but I don't know. I want to fuck Channing Tatum. Not like now because we're together, but if it was before.
so it's just another check mark for like really good looking people.
Yeah.
And everyone else making an effort. They just like
Keep on trying.
just go on home. Here's my thing is being that I've only boned down with you, that I don't know the difference of like, everyone talks about people who are really good in bed or people who are not good in bed. I don't
You don't
necessarily
know
what
lay?
the difference is. Like, are you good? Are you great?
Let me
Are
tell you, I am really good.
Yeah.
And you'll never find anything better. No, I think it's sad because for a moment in time, I gave you a pass to like explore.
It was a fake pass.
As long as I didn't know, I just couldn't. You'd have to keep it a secret forever.
I kind of remember this thing, and you said, yeah, I just can never know, but you can do it. And then there was also the other side of it. It's like, don't ever cheat on me and then not tell me. Like, you've given me it both ways. So there's no winning in that.
Yeah. I'm just going to say, you're lucky because I'm really good.
Let's put that.
You come every time. I have a wish. The skirt was not a good choice. This pillow is all out of whack.
That coffee's really kicking in, huh?
Dude, I've had so much caffeine today. I've had coffee, I've had a cappuccino, I've had like 7 cups of tea.
You're tearing up. Okay, let's keep this thing moving.
Okay, go.
What if you were married for 30 years and you loved the person so much,
This is going to be sad, isn't it?
but you just found out that that person you are married to is your sibling? Would you stay with them or would you separate? You'd stop boning, right?
I'm trying to picture if I found out you were my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like half siblings?
I'm going to say half.
Okay.
I'd say that's
Okay.
pretty much the chance.
God, this is gonna come off as real bad, but like we're not having kids, so there's gonna be no gene deformity going on.
True.
And like, I love you so much. Sometimes more than my family. I mean, what's the harm?
I think it would get in my head. I think I would.
Oh, it would totally get in your head.
Yeah, I think I would stay together because we're just like best
Perfect
friends
together?
and we're great together and we spend all our time. And but I do think that in the doing it factor, there's just
Do you feel like you would like lose?
an erection. Yeah.
Just like all attractiveness towards me. Like finding out that one detail, would that instantly erase any type of sexuality I can get going inside of you right now?
Well, okay, here's the thing. I don't want you to answer this, but I am curious. So like, because I have just a brother and I am attracted to women. So I've never been able to see. But what if like you have a sibling of the sex you're attracted to, and they have like a crazy banging bod, and you just happen to like see them? Like, are you still aware that they're like, I mean, they're keeping it tight, or are you just like, oh God, that's disgusting?
Okay. I feel like my brother needs to work out a bit, but if he had a banging bod, I couldn't see that because I'd probably be like, good for you, David, keeping it tight.
Yeah.
But all those years of him farting in my face and like doing the stupid spit drip onto me and like beating the crap out of me, I feel like I couldn't.
Yeah. Well, that's different. I mean, that's sort of that different stuff. I mean, but you're saying if the switch would flip, like if just we are programmed, because we should be DNA wise to be like no attraction, because obviously problems come out of that, evolutionary problems.
Yeah. But okay, didn't you tell me a story about, we won't name names, but there might have been two people you grew up with in different towns who started hanging out together, and their parents like had to shut it down because it wasn't known.
Yeah, it was, and they never planned on making it known. Those two happened to, meet each other and start hanging, and their parents were just like, "Have you noticed that they're hanging out? Like, we got to tell them." And so they hadn't gone into it yet. And we were all fairly young. We were like in middle school or something. But
young enough to bone.
I think you mean old enough to bone. I mean, middle school. Once you get to high school, geez, too old for that shit.
But so they never hooked up.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Not admitted to me.
And I'm curious, after they found out,
they're still friends.
They're still friends.
Yeah.
God, that's got to be weird.
It's got to be so fucking weird.
So you wouldn't fuck me anymore?
No.
I'd still fuck you.
It's really easy, Kim, on this to just say you won. And people wouldn't think you're a weirdo. Just say it. But okay. Kim's too honest. Would you rather send nudes to a stranger or nudes to an ex?
Both?
You'd rather send to both?
I mean, if it's like sending to an ex being like, look what you're missing. And then also I like the idea of sending nudes to a stranger. Cause all right, that one time we had just landed, we're sitting next to each other on the plane, and you opened your phone and there was like a titty text. And I got so excited because I was like, yo, text her back.
But it was like that weird, like...
Was it some sort of spam, right?
Yeah, it was like a lot of people got it. It was like some weird, like Russian spam text that they're trying to get you probably to pay. But whatever.
But it was exciting. And then that moment of like, who's texting you some titties?
I mean, it's got to be exciting to get.
Just out of nowhere. You just had a long flight. You were tired, landed, thought about, oh my God, it's going to take forever to get our bags. And then boom, titties. Like, it's going to brighten someone's day.
It's true. It's really true. I mean, but I do know, okay, I definitely rather send to a stranger because who cares, whatever. But I do know, like, if we're in the house or a hotel or something and the curtains are open, you want to shut them if you're going to get changed.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, in the same way, I'm kind of like, fuck it, man. If they want to look in here, or if they look in here, it's no skin off my...
But I guess in that situation, it's more, in my mind, there's some creep outside the window, like hunched over, jacking it. And like, I don't have control of the situation. Me sending out a nude is like, I got control over this. Like, go ahead, jack away.
So in a situation where like, it's not like they know where you live and they could jump in. Like a situation where they could see you at a hotel,
but
they never see you again, but they are hiding in the bushes jacking off. Does that freak you the fuck out? Even if they could never interact with you, never talk to you, never...
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do they look like Channing Tatum?
Because that's the difference between a creep. A creep is just unattractive.
Yes.
And then it's kind of like, ooh, exciting if they're attractive.
Yeah.
But they're still just some dude jerking off in a bush. So that makes the difference of what they look like?
I feel like it does. Like, if you were in a bush and we didn't know each other and you were jacking off to me, I might pretend like I don't see you, but play it up a little bit. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, what do you think, like, for all these, like, young porn actresses and stuff, that there's just, like, some hideous old men? Like, what do you think they ever think about that? Like,
No,
just watching them?
I think they're just going, cha-ching.
Yeah.
Okay, but let me ask you this.
Okay.
What if I could send a naked photo of you to all your exes and be like, he's mine, bitch? I mean, we could just try it and see what happens.
Have you?
You know, little.
I feel like when a unsolicited naked photo comes from an ex, it means they want to hook up.
But that's why it'd be different, because it'd be coming from me.
Or maybe you're just like, you know, want to get frisky with a third. So you're just sending out.
Littering out there, seeing who
like,
comes
these
back.
guys went for him before, so let's check the waters. We want to do something a little bit different here. We want to just talk about a couple stories, a couple news stories.
News stories and how we would have handled the situation.
I noticed Kim chose these stories. I think I noticed a theme of they all take place in Florida.
I wasn't even trying to do that.
You must have searched.
No, I honestly was not trying. And I'd be like, oh, yep, Florida.
All right, well, let's go right in. Let's fly our way down to Florida. St. Petersburg, Florida. St. Pete police arrested a man who they say broke into a couple's home and stole bottles of booze. Not too weird. The man was found half-dressed in their backyard, leaving behind empty bottles of wine and beer. A little bit weirder. He drank a full bottle of champagne, full bottle of wine, 3 beers, said the homeowners. Rude. Police arrested 53-year-old Breton Hoolin for burglary. Can you say that word for me?
Burglary.
And when officers arrived, they found him half-dressed in the backyard with a wine bottle stolen from the home. He was trying to get another bottle of wine open, but couldn't find the corkscrew, said Lawrence. Police said the suspect defecated throughout the house and fell asleep on the couch.
Wait, but they found him outside, but they knew that he had fallen asleep on the couch? I mean, it probably left a shit stain.
Well, I think they came home. Maybe he was sleeping on the couch, and then the police came, and he was in the backyard.
Okay.
Didn't even leave the scene of the crime at that point. Okay. His pants were still there, exclamation point. I mean, it was awful. The place was filthy dirty, said Lawrence. The couple said they woke up a few times in the middle of the night, but never realized someone was inside their home. This was at night. The couple said they left their door open for their dog to go in and out. They said they wouldn't do that anymore. Maybe the dog shit all over the place. What did he eat?
Also,
What did he get into?
How are you just going to leave your door open?
That's still no invitation for any person to come in your home and do what he did. Said Lawrence. Houlden remains in jail on a $20,000 bond.
Okay.
So what did you want to say you would do different? How you would handle it as the owner or the shitter?
I mean, I feel like if I shit in a house, I'm out. Like, get as far away from that as possible. Also, I feel like he didn't drink enough to shit in a house. I feel like you have to drink way more than that to be that level of drunk.
Well, should we take a little story break that involves this? In my childhood, somewhere I'd say around 7th grade. So this comes down to how much you need to drink. Me and my friend, no names given here, we were away from my house at the basketball court, and he needed to use the bathroom. And I knew my friend who lived down the street. I'm like, oh, let's go there. We can use their bathroom. And we showed up, and no one was home. Knocked on the door, but the door was open.
Because that's the Vermont way. So you're
Invite
just asking for it.
So he goes in. I'm like, bathroom's upstairs. Go check, find your way up there. So he goes, he's like really squeezing cheek at this point. So he runs upstairs. I'm standing at the front door. A neighbor comes over and notices me standing there and was like, "Oh, what's happening?" I'm like, yeah, I'm friends with these people, and my friend just had to use the bathroom, so he's just gonna run up. And we're small talking, and is not coming. Whoops. He's not coming down for a while. So I'm standing with Will. I'm like, maybe I'll go see what's going on here. So I run upstairs and I go in, and his pants are around his ankles, and he says, "Matt, help me." And I'm looking in the bathroom, and there is shit all over the walls. And he has wads of toilet paper, and he is wiping the walls down as his pants are. And I'm just like, hell no, man, I'm out of here. So I go back down. The woman's standing there. I'm just like, he'll be done in a minute. And I'm out. I run off. And so I run off. Later, the name that shall not be spoken. I go back to the basketball court. I don't see him for a while. Don't know what happened to him. Maybe this woman killed him. I don't know what happened. So eventually I'm like, okay, I got to go back to the house. So I'm going back to the house, and the woman sees me. "I saw what you did. I know what you did." And I'm like, "What did I do?" I'm like, she's like, "You shit all over the walls." I'm like, "I didn't do it." But she remembered my face. And it wasn't me. It was my friend. And she's like, "I'm going to call the owners or whatever." And I was like, so I ran home, and that's where I found him. He was already home, and my dad was giving him some of my extra underwear. Him and my dad went down to clean it up. I stayed home.
How did you get to stay home?
I don't know.
You were the instigator. You opened the door and let him in.
And then the next day, I was at school, and the friend who lived at the house, who was away, he didn't say anything for a while, and then he was like, "Did you shit all over the walls in my bed?" He's like, "We had to hire a plumber to unclog the toilet." I'm like, "God damn it wasn't me, it was." Yeah. I think he transferred schools after. I don't remember ever seeing him again. So he had nothing to drink, and that shit still happened. And we were not in Florida.
I just feel like, moral of the story, keep your fucking doors locked.
Lock your damn doors.
Or else someone's going to come in and shit all over the place.
Okay, so shall we go back to the story? So if we were discussing how you would do things differently. Yes. So are you the shitter or the owner?
Here's the thing. If I was the shitter.
Yeah.
If I broke into a house to steal some alcohol, I would not stay in said house.
No.
I would first find a bag and try to fill as much alcohol as I could in that bag, and I would dip out.
But would you shit all over the walls before or after on the couch?
I mean, if I was
shit on the couch and then take a nap in it, because that's definitely what I would do.
If I'm shitting anywhere, I'm shitting and leaving.
Yeah.
I would have gotten away with it.
Do what did, man.
Just
ran. Ran. Drop the blame on me. Jeez. And then if you were the owner, they did not realize this person was there all night long.
Dude, that's creepy. You're hearing noises, and I know how this would play out. I would pop up, and I'd be like, wake you up, and I would say, "Matt, I just heard something." And you would say, "It's just the house making noises." Yeah. Why is that your go-to?
Because is it never not that? It's always that.
Yes, but this time it wasn't.
They should have heard this guy shitting, and I probably would have been like, "Man, I probably just farted. Don't worry about it." You're like, "But it smells." I'm like, "Yeah, man, it does that."
Oh my God, could you just imagine waking up and opening your bedroom door and being like, "What's on the floor?"
You move. That's it. I'm out of there.
I probably would.
Forever unclean.
I would make us move. I would probably make us move.
You have a real doo-doo issue for someone who talks about it as much. All right, so, we've hit the important topics there.
I mean, we went in strong with my bush. I don't know how anything following that's going to top it.
Anything we talk about comes back to your bush. That's all I know. All roads lead to Kim's bush.
Be safe, be healthy.
Yeah.
Don't go the fuck out.
Stay the fuck in. Take some naps.
Yeah.